good night, and good evening for everybody here. Nation, and I'm here to bring you another reaction video, I guess you could say. We're here to talk about the new trailer that just popped for Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, we're going to go over the trailer, and then I'll kind of point out a few things that I think are interesting about the trailer. Some key details that might be pulling from comics and stuff like that. And I just want to have an open mind about it, right? Because this is more of a departure from the traditional Disney Marvel stuff, right? They definitely drop a lot more F-bombs in this, just saying. So, let's see. Take a look and listen in. Alright. I'm gonna shut up now.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Do some cocaine.
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching powder?
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupter?
Even force bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes! But I can't.
Alright, so there we go. I will be editing a little bit of the audio in there because they have the fucking pop song in there, and I definitely will get copyright struck immediately from that. So, besides that, I feel like this is not a bad trailer. They do point out a lot of key things that make Deadpool a success, right? Ryan Reynolds' improvisation, Hugh Jackman being the straight man, and the ridiculous amount of cameos and scenarios that they'll be put in, right? Something I want to take note of here first off. The Wolverine that we seem to be dealing with is either a old man Logan kind of variant, where it's like the beginning of that. It's a part of his life, I guess you could say. If you've seen the comics, you know where this leads to. Granted, in the comics, now that they are with the MCU, maybe they can kind of play on that a little bit more, but you did have like the whole hillbilly family of Hulks that, you know, Wolverine had to fight, rip through them all and all that shit. I don't think we're gonna get that, but yeah, there was definitely a multiversal effect. So this is going to be a good film to hopefully at least give us a change of palette for a little bit. And honestly, the biggest thing that we hope, or at least I would say hopefully that they do, is just depart from the MCU, right? Just kind of let this be its own thing. It doesn't need to be the thing that saves the MCU. It doesn't need to be the thing that takes it out of its fucking drought. Because Deadpool, as a fourth wall breaking character, he can't ever be put in the same situations as, Tony Stark, Captain Rogers. And you put him in a situation where he has to be more serious, it loses the value for what he's supposed to be, right? He can definitely just stay as he is, comedic, funny, and you can have him maybe play roles, as some people have suggested in the past. Let him be the Stan Lee cameo moving forward, right? You have him now, utilize him maybe for as long as you can, and just have him be a cameo character to just be like, well, ain't that weird, huh? On like world-ending events, or just like, why didn't they call this guy? Like he could play so many good cameos in films that they might want to just. It's a good creative thought, at least I would say. They're not doing that. At least I don't think they will. And so, first thing we want to go over here. Oh, smile. Wait for the flash. So they got a lot of good tidbits here. Hopefully, this whole little segment isn't really as jarring as it's made out to be, like I did in my previous video about this. But so he has a TVA under him. But some stuff I wanted to go over was, we see some stuff from the comics. This one right here is fucking, there you are. So you got this fucking thing from Loki. I already forgot his name. I'm sorry, my mind's blanking right now. I'm not gonna do the whatever. I'll put the name in fucking quotations or some shit. But Albius, Artreus, Obliterus, something like that. This fucking dust cloud. It seems to be in the space at the end of time, or the void, kind of from the TVA. Remember how Jonathan Major's character was able to harness the power of this fucking beast and basically be wiping out anybody that got purged or wiped from the reality from the TVA. That's that character right there. Now he does look different. That's the other crazy thing. So it's just like, what are they? This could be their possibly only link with the MCU, Loki and stuff like that. Since if anybody of y'all watched the series, you would know that Loki became the storyteller basically in the MCU, and he now has control of this creature and branching timelines basically, and universes, I guess you could say. The other big thing here is the giant Ant-Man head. You can see the body strewn out as if he's like, like that, mouth wide open. And this is taken from a originally it's actually I think it's known as Pym Mound, or I just had it right now, but I'll post that up right now as well, what that was based off of. So pretty interesting callbacks. And also wanted to take into account who we do notice here in the shot. You got Hazazel from Days of Future Past, and then you also have X-23, the variant or the version from the first iteration of the X-Men, before we had the younger X-23. So that is definitely interesting to see these two characters pop up. And I feel like these two also might be some other characters we might come to find out. This one kind of looks like Valkyrie, but might be reading too much into it. don't know what they have planned. Other than that, you got this fucking dog, which I guess you could say is the Deadpool dog. God, is he fucking is he fucking ugly? I guess that's the point, but he's, yeah.
Slow motion act.
Jesus Christ. And then you have right here the Charles Xavier's evil twin, which a lot of people did kind of think, oh, sorry, got out of fucking full screen mode there. A lot of people did kind of point out she kind of looks like whatchamacallit, the ancient one, and that's a fair point too. I feel like that could have been done better in the way that they showed her, but you got a little bit of Mad Max style there. I'm not gonna lie, that definitely looks like Mad Max. And finally finishing off with the Doctor Strange portal here at the end. So will Stephen Strange appear in this film? Could be a possibility. I'm sure Benedict Cumberbatch would be happy to cash in a check. But yeah, other than that, I feel like this film will do decent. It's gonna definitely do a lot better than the Marvels. It's gonna do a lot better than Madam Web. This film, at least finally, is catering to at least a little bit more mature audience, a little bit more audience that can take jokes, comedic fucking stipes at them, and does it really well. Will this change the trajectory of the MCU? Probably not, because Deadpool is supposed to just be its kind of own little niche thing. And like I said, if he appears in other films to basically be the Stanley cameo, power to them, right? That'd be a brilliant idea that a fan suggested, and they took that and ran with it, right? Will they execute that? Probably not. It's obviously because of contractual obligations for Ryan Reynolds and having to pay him a hefty amount just to appear in every film, right? But will this film be a detriment to Deadpool, right? Will this end off his trilogy successfully, or will it just be kind of like, well, it was alright? Don't know. From what we see from this trailer, at least, it definitely looks a lot more polished from the previous trailer that they showed, and has a lot more of the comedic value that we had come to love from like the first and second one. Will it live up to the expectations? I don't know. I definitely hope so. But other than that, let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know what you guys saw in the trailers, or in the trailer, any extra little details and stuff like that. But other than that, they shouldn't got me signing out. Y'all have a good night, good evening, good morning, and good night. Other than that, I'll see y'all later. Bye.